Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Gators offense will take the field first. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember, DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. Like, he was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great, turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot, they felt like held him back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think Florida feels like they've recruited better and they've gotten some help from the portal. I think they feel like they line up and match up a little better. They're not equal to Georgia by any means yet, but I think Florida feels like they have the talent now. If they can stay healthy on the field, then anything in this game can happen.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback. Just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
On the ground, it's Jackson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Finds the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Give to the back. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good, and staying there as we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to...
Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Branch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Delp. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Moving toward the end zone, ball out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Give to the running back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll give it to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, and two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke.
Makes the grab, and there's room.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
Turning it on! A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The option look. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Caught in the backfield. It's Livingston. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line, almost a touchdown. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Lets it fly on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. To the air, it's Stockton. Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, they're after him. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Powers through the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Makes a man miss. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Runs for the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Touchdown, Gators! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Handoff from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give out of the gun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Dogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Keeps it going. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And they're not on the same page there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
But how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. All kinds of room to the right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the ground with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down and 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Final minute, this game's on.